What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Golf Simulator Videos. Got a great video for you today because we are doing a driver comparison. So we're going to take the Titleist TSI3 and we're going to do a direct comparison with the all-new TSR3. Interesting part about this video is that I'm actually going to be having Darren Hussey take shots with his original shaft in the TSI3, which is a Diamana from Mitsubishi, a 60 gram extra stiff. And he got fit for an all-new shaft, which is the Ventus Black. That's actually the same shaft that I've been playing. This one is an extra stiff 60 gram though, and we're seeing some massive results. So we're going to take our Foresight Sports GCQUAD. We actually have FSX 2020 loaded up so we can do a direct comparison and show you the data on the table. We are going to do actually 6 shots with each driver. So we're going to do 3 shots that are more on-course shots, that are going to be a normal speed, and then we're going to do 3 shots kind of swinging for the fences, and we're going to do that for each driver to kind of show you guys what the difference is. So we've seen some massive differences, especially in spin, which obviously leads to some greater distance. So excited to show you guys that. Let's take a quick kind of close-up real quick of this new TSR driver. I'll try to focus in for you guys just so you can see that. I'm sure you've seen a few videos out there on this. The people are definitely seeing some solid results, but we are going to start with the TSI3. So Darren, if you want to grab that, and let's do the 3 just kind of normal on-course shots to start, don't you think?
Okay. Yeah. Yep, just on-course swings.
All right, so TSI3 original shaft.
This is the driver I've been using for the last 2 years.
So. All right. Not a bad swing to start. So we're set up with everything neutral. I think it's 78 degrees. Elevation here is about 600 to 700, so I think it's set right in that realm. Have it set to a premium ball. We're playing with the Titleist Pro V1, so all normal, configuration for everything. Looks like backspin we're getting is in that 2300 range.
Yep. I mean, so for 2 years of playing with the same driver, and I too have a GCQUAD, I've pretty much kind of optimized where I know where my launch needs to be. This is a 9 degree, and the one that they fit me for a couple weeks ago is an 8 degree.
Which ironically enough, that's what I went to, was an 8 degree.
Yeah. And to be honest, I haven't sacrificed any launch. So I'm pretty much, my ideal launch and spin with this driver was about 16 degree launch, 15 to 16 degree launch, and low 2000 spins. I couldn't knock it down anymore.
Okay.
But if I really go after it, it ends up jumping up into the higher 2000 spins, obviously. But 16 launch and low 2000 spin is kind of ideal with this driver.
Yeah, good baseline numbers to think about.
That was very heely.
It's all right, though.
As you can see. So we're going to see a miss hit here for sure.
Even if we get a good miss hit out of each driver, it'll be good to see the reaction from each of them.
So I will say that I have noticed that the miss hits tend to be a lot better with the TSR. Not sure what they did.
I was going to say some new face technology.
It is pretty impressive, actually. Okay, try to hit this one on the face.
That seemed to hit pretty well.
Yeah, it was another little heely, but
just a little push.
But that's about
almost
normal.
280 or so.
Yeah, that's about normal for me.
Yeah, that first one was 155 ball speed. That was 157. That one launched a little bit lower. That very first shot was 16. That one was 14.5. And you're still hovering in that 2400, 2300 range on backspin. So it seems to be pretty consistent.
Yeah.
So now we're going to swing a little more for the fences.
Okay.
Nothing like being put on the spot.
Very
hit.
Not hit
like
very
this.
solid.
There's a reason why you're doing this and I'm not. So that one,
very unsolid.
It's all right.
But that's what you expect.
Yep, launch 12.9, ball speed 148, backspin 2400. So even with the little misses, you're still seeing the spin hover around that you know, low to mid 2000 number.
Okay, so that was hit a little better there.
Yeah, that sounded really good. Oh yeah, look at this thing. Woo! I think I carried 290. Total rollout 312. Launch angle is 14. Backspin just shy of 2300. Launch angle is 14 on that one. Ball speed up to 162.
I think you will find just in general that ball speed tends to be a little bit lower in an indoor environment. I think there's a term for it. You probably know better than I do, where just
Indoor swing syndrome.
indoor swing syndrome. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
you just don't quite swing.
You and I just played 9 holes outside, and
Yep.
you come in here without any practice swings and start swinging indoor. I mean, it's different. It really is. I mean, that sounded really good. A little cut to it. You think it was a little off the heel?
That was a Healy again.
Yeah.
So it is kind of interesting
Sounded
that
pretty good, but yeah, look at a little short.
that I've had quite a few mishits in here.
Want to give it one more rip at that one?
Sure, we'll go one more. But to be honest, it's
3,000.
Yep. So I mean, it's I'm hitting the shots, so it's worth noting what the spin numbers are.
I think a lot of people want to see a solid strike and then a miss to see how they're reacting.
So for me to knock the spin off with this driver, I have to play like a going draw. So I'll obviously, if I'm trying to hit this as far as I can, then obviously I'm going to aim right, try to hit a big draw.
And we don't have the club stickered up right now. We're not really worried about club data. We're focused on ball data.
So obviously I'm kind of faking a little bit of distance here.
Yep.
But that's how I have to knock the spin down with my previous driver.
And you got it below 2,000.
Yeah. So that was my way of knocking spin down. But if you're relying on aiming right and creating a large side spin axis,
yeah, I mean, I had significant side spin.
You're asking for trouble. So ideally, we want to be able to obviously aim down our target line. And
are you ready for TSR
then?
All right. Very similar look when I look at both of the, top of the club head.
They do look very similar.
Yeah. Show that
between
really
the
quick
two
to the camera. You want to hold that up there?
And
see if I can get that to kind of focus in for a second there.
Yeah, they look very, very similar.
Very similar.
What you'll notice actually, if you want to show this, is what they changed is the aerodynamics. They've taken. Can you see that all right?
It should be focused in.
So this action going on right here is just kind of unnecessary, to be honest with you. So now it's a smooth surface. I mean, they do a lot of research and development using wind tunnels, just like F1 car racers. That little extra couple miles per hour makes a huge difference.
The need for speed.
And what I've noticed is on the range into the wind, it is a significant difference. Like when I say significant, maybe 2 miles per hour difference.
I think nowadays people will take 1 mile per hour. I mean, it all counts, right?
And we're talking 6-8 yards of carry. All right, so a couple normal swings.
Okay, so let's switch real quick. That's my bad. We got talking there. So let's go ahead. I already have the TSR in here. This will allow us to do a comparison inside of FSX 2020. We're not using FSX Play because they don't have the comparison charts and everything programmed in. A lot of features being added to that software, but 2020 is ideal for this type of stuff.
A lot of heels today.
All right.
It's all right.
Good comparison of the heel shot.
Yeah, we will have some good
I mean, that one had some big right side spin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 156. Lots of side spin on that one, though. We almost kind of have to toss that one out. That seemed like it was hit pretty well.
Yeah, we're going to see something here.
Ooh!
So now we're seeing
327.
So now we're seeing
ball speed 163, highest ball speed yet, right? Whoa, backspin 1565.
Yeah, you better start it on a straight line if you're gonna have backspin there.
Wow. That's, I mean, significant difference
What
on
was
that
that
one.
launch? So obviously the launch is a little bit lower.
Yeah,
with
launch is
an
a little
8
low,
degree.
14.4. And I think, you know, as you and I have already been talking, the Ventus black shaft,
Yeah.
whatever these guys have done, I mean, the shaft, it produces excellent low spin. I mean, I see it in my driver. I mean, you're seeing it in these Titleist drivers.
Yeah. So another extreme heel there. I don't know why I'm hitting him on the heel.
That's all right.
tonight.
Like I said, I think people
But look
like
at the, look
seeing
at the
misses.
look at the backspin number.
Lowest,
on a
that's
very
lower
big
than,
heel.
yeah, lower than any shot on the TSi3.
Yeah.
Still lower, even on that miss.
Yeah. All right.
And the ball speed was still 156.
Yeah, and that was pretty poorly hit. All right, we'll swing a little bit harder.
I mean, that's
Just knuckleball.
That's pretty deep. I think I carried over 300 again.
Close.
325 total distance, 162 ball speed. Backspin was 1528.
It is really funny how you get indoors, no matter how much you try to not do it. It slows things down. I mean, when we were out on the range earlier,
yeah, what were we seeing? 168 to 170.
166 to 170. Yeah. So it's a mental hurdle.
Maybe that'll give us more reason maybe to do an outdoor
yeah, I think
range
you'd see
video. I think it'd
a
be
massive
fun to
difference.
do that, right? I mean, that ball was, it doesn't get much better than that, right?
Yeah, I mean, that ball never moved an inch, and watch the spin numbers here. That was the only way I could get
164.
Yeah,
1909. So I mean, you're obviously seeing significant backspin improvement, and
without
ball
a doubt.
speed, I mean, is increased significantly.
Without me, like that one right there, you see that I didn't have to. I mean, I didn't have to start that thing way right and peel it left, which ends up being well left of target, obviously, to knock the spin down. I'm going to let the club do the work for me. So, all right.
Total spin being that much lower, the ball's just not going offline. It's just knuckling through the air.
We'll do one more before we have to take me out on a stretcher. But
yeah, when you swing that many in a row, it's about all I've got in me. But I think this is a great example to show people. I'm glad.
It's gonna be interesting
we have some misses. It'll be interesting to look at the data.
Yeah. So we'll hit one more and then we'll look. This one I'm gonna really go after.
Oh man, that even has a little draw to it. Oh man, oh, almost reached the green. Rolls out to 337. That almost
watch
hit
the spin
the green.
number. Yeah, spin is just
1566. Ball speed 164. So like you said, but your launch angle also 15.9 with an 8 degree.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
so
wow, carried 311.
So essentially with my old driver is I was kind of stuck in this
data here.
In this position where if I swung too hard at it, then I got too much side spin axis, too much curvature, but it knocked the spin down. If I was to swing hard and try to hit a straight shot, then the spin jumped big time.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our video down so people can see inside here. And so we're on a comparison here. Now, if we want to take the comparison off, we can look at the full chart. But right now, we have the TSi3, and this is an average of all of them. You can look at all the shots up here, all right, when you put them together. This is where the average goes. I mean, look at the significant, difference in, just distance to carry. But there's all the shots. Ball speed averaged 6 mph difference on TSR. You're launching it higher with that shaft.
These are without you dropping any severe miss hits.
Anything. And we can drop those out in the middle. This is just a quick glance at everything. But I mean, even you know, let's just take them all in. You know, I mean, look at the
Yeah.
backspin number, almost 500 less. Side angle degree, you know, pretty comparable, other than one was a little bit right and one was a little bit left. And then carry was just obviously significantly higher. So yeah, what we can do is you can actually just go into the normal table, and we can, let's just go ahead and delete any that you know are big misses. So let's go through the TSI3 first. So
Obviously
ball speed 156, right? And we need to get rid of that one.
146, yeah.
I'm sorry, 146.
146, 148.
So we'll take that out.
Other than that,
those are pretty good. Yeah.
Nothing is super out.
And then down here, I mean, that's 3,300 spin. That was obviously a big miss.
That, and then the 156.
And then the 156. That was another big miss. It's funny how the misses are, you know, different. And obviously carry and everything. And then now we can go compare. Select our comparison. Okay, that's all good. Just want to make sure it's selected right. And so there's those true numbers without the misses. One, I can show all the traces, and you can see the difference. I should have selected different colors on them. That's my bad on that. So obviously you're seeing, you know, the colors are very similar. But if you look at the data, 157 versus 163, I mean, that's a huge jump in ball speed average. Launch angle, still higher, even though you're hitting 8-degree driver, which anybody that doesn't understand that, I mean, when you're hitting up on the ball, and you know, generating lower spin that way, I mean, that's the optimal, you know, ball flight.
And I mean, you can see my dispersion, even though my total distance is 32 yards further. Look at how much tighter my dispersion is in that.
Much tighter.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
The spin, I mean, I knew it was a big difference, but I mean, huge difference in total spin. Carry, I mean, a 25-yard variance.
I mean, we're talking somebody was fit for 2 consecutive drivers.
I mean, that's just
so that's not like I pulled the one off the rack. And
massive difference.
This, I will say, has been the biggest. The TSR3 versus the TSi3, which is also a great driver. This has been the biggest jump. And it's the data doesn't lie. I mean, it's right in front of us. You saw I didn't cheat any swings. Every swing was.
And I think it was good to show the misses
best.
too. We were able to take them out and, you know, show optimal numbers, at least close, like we said. It's always going to be a little different, just so you guys understand. I mean, I know you got a lot of you guys watching the channel all the time, but it happens to me too. I mean, especially when we just played 9 holes outside, and we had the quad out there, and then you come inside and you see your numbers a little different. It's just different. You have to get used to it. And you haven't been playing inside at all. I mean, I play inside, you know, every week, so it's different. It's a little easier for me. But yeah, when you're transitioning to an indoor environment, especially if you've never hit indoor, people are always going to say, "Why is my ball, you know, short?" And it really, I mean, most people have to get used to swinging indoor. It just, you know, just feels different. So I think it's just an excellent comparison. I mean, keep in mind that Ventus shaft, just as you guys saw, you know, my driver, you know, fitting, that what the numbers changed there. I mean, that shaft obviously has capabilities of some very low spin numbers. Put that in combination with the improvements that you saw from the TSI3 versus the TSR3. I mean, just knocking it out of the park. So hope this was an awesome comparison video for you guys. You know, I get a lot of requests for things like this. So if you guys like what you see, you want to see more stuff like this, let us know. Put it in the comments below and just let me know what you're thinking. We'll try our best to do any type of club comparisons for you, even ball comparisons. You know, let me know in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you watching. Darren, thanks for joining us today and hitting all those great shots. We'll talk to you guys soon.